Hey everybody, today on Long Island Restaurant Review, we will be reviewing Il Giardino. It is a restaurant out in Riverhead. Aberquab, I may be saying it incorrectly, is the town. To me, I would describe it as Italian. It's owned by John Gambino, and it has a twist of a farm to table. It's set on the North Fork.
Yes, his wife Claudia runs the front end of the work, and he stays in the kitchen most of the time and does all the cooking. He'll come out to shake hands with everybody, move around to make sure everybody's having a good time. But mostly Claudia does all the work out front, and I can't say enough about him. Very sweet couple. She's very accommodating. We'll give him a call, and she's always has a table waiting for us when we get out there. It's pretty crowded. You have to make reservations or be there on time because it fills up. People wait for a long time to get in there.
So it is a white colonial on Main Road, I guess Main Street, and in Riverhead, or Aberquab, like we mentioned. And you pull up, there's plenty of parking. There's also parking on the street, and there's parking across the street. It is a smaller restaurant. Inside, there's two smaller rooms, which you could see, and also there's a bar area. And then outside, they have a sitting area in the front, and they also have a beautiful garden in the back. We've been to a lot of restaurants in Long Island, and I don't remember anything being so pretty and like set up in the back with a garden. Both John and Claudia are into the birds, so there's birdhouses around. You see the birds flying. You also see tons of flowers. They're absolutely gorgeous.
Atmosphere, I would give it a 10 out of 10. If you can get into the back garden area, this is the time of year to do it. When the weather starts to turn, they do have some seating on the front porch where they have some canopies, and they can put the sides down. You can still look out. If you can get out in the garden area this time of year, it's the place to be.
Drinks. I love the Montepulciano that they have there. It's bold. It's just so nice having a glass of wine and sitting out in the garden. But also in the wintertime we go there too. But the drinks are always good. You had a Manhattan last night. What do you think?
I had an old-fashioned.
Oh.
Yep, so that's very nice. Handcrafted kind of old-fashioned. I would give that a 10 out of 10 as well. And then the Montepulciano is nice to have with a nice Italian meal.
Very seasonal. So it's the summertime. When we first walked in, a whole plate of like cut up watermelon.
And so they'll do a watermelon martini. The espresso martinis are very popular. It keeps the bartender very busy. And they mix a nice cocktail. If you're like into the seasonal stuff, they're ready for you there. I know.
So with the drinks, let's go back to your Manhattan. What makes it so special compared to other restaurants we've been to?
There was a muddled orange in it, some fruit. It wasn't too sweet. Sometimes they put a little sugar in it. It's worth the price. Some of the others I would say, you're paying $15, $18 for a drink, and it's kind of like, it's okay. But this was really nice.
So they take the time with the drinks and they make it look really pretty, and it tastes great as well.
Yeah, the Montepulciano I would say is our favorite.
Appetizers, we usually go for the chopped salad if you're looking for a recommendation for appetizers. We've had the one with the potato salad as well, but I love the chopped salad. It comes with walnuts and artichokes, radicchio, things in there, tons of olives. They do a great job with the chopped salad. My sister was the one that recommended this restaurant to us. And like I said, we drive over 50 minutes to get there. Definitely worthwhile. So check out the chopped salad if you do that. I personally do the dressing on the side, or you could do oil and vinegar on the side as well if you're watching your calories and you're worried about salt content. Going on to the main meal, the branzino is absolutely wonderful. It's probably one of the best I've had on Long Island. You could either have it full, whole, or filleted. I like the filleted. I don't really like to see the fish's head. And I do that with garlic and oil. And it doesn't say it on the menu, but you do get a side with that. So ask your waiter or waitress. Down at the bottom there, you'll see some sides, so you get to choose that. It looks like it's a separate price, but it's actually included in the meal. You always go for...
I always have the veal, but he's got an extensive menu. Sharon likes to watch her calories. So do I, but I wander off. The veal is excellent. You could cut it with a fork, and I try and order things that Sharon won't cook at home, like veal or lamb or things like that. She's
babies
bad for the animals, but I tell you, it's definitely worth the trip to go out there just for that. It's a variety. You could have the branzino whole, but it keeps an eye on you while you're eating them, so Sharon doesn't like that part.
There's tons of pasta dishes on the menu as well, so take a look at that. We have the menu for you to see. Any of the The fish dishes are great. Any of the meat dishes are great. Like I said, it is a farm to table. If you follow them on Instagram, you'll see that he goes to all the local farms on the North Fork there. Does a lot of the shopping there. The atmosphere itself, which we started with because we just love this place. It's white linens outside and it's in a garden. It's hard to get that. Even white linens inside, like you have that old colonial feel to it with nice moldings and mirrors on the wall. One of the rooms actually has a small fireplace. They don't light the fireplace, but it's pretty. You feel like you're in someone's dining room eating. It's unusual when you go to a restaurant because it's like smaller rooms. They're not like very large rooms where it gets terribly loud. It's a great place to come with a few friends. The outdoor garden, you are in a garden like I mentioned, but they also grow their vegetables there as well. The tables are actually underneath a trellis, which is pretty spectacular. So as a whole, what would you give it?
As a whole, we keep going back. We haven't had a bad meal there. So, once in a while when you go to a restaurant 50 times, you'll get kind of a meal that you're kind of like, it's okay. But this really, he doesn't disappoint. If you're out there and you want to make a day out of it, there's a garden center right down the street. It's a pretty amazing garden center. You could spend an hour walking through there. There's a little farm just about a mile west of them. They have goats, and you could feed the goats and make a day out of it. And there's some wineries out there too, and then you can swing by and have dinner. Yesterday we got there early, so went to the garden center, and Sharon made some scores there, got some bargains. It's something that you can do just the two of you, or you can do it with another couple and just have a fun time with the day.
I will say we've gone and we see kids, but it's rare. It's more of an adult restaurant. There are occasionally kids, but very rarely, at least in my opinion. But certainly you can have them out in the garden and whatnot. It's just more of, I think, a couples or adult type of place. That's the clientele that usually goes there. But I would give it a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm a 10 out of 10 kind of score for them too. It's worth a try.
And also reservations. I made reservations for 4:30 because they open at 4:30, and it was totally packed at 4:30. There were so many people that came in. I was like, wow, I've never seen it. And granted, it's the summer, and people like to be outside or they're getting together because they're out east or whatnot. But we've been there plenty of other summers before. They do close, I believe, for the month of February, I would have to say, like towards the end of January, and then they reopen in March. They don't need any more attention than what they already have. But we have this Long Island restaurant review. We said we would do a video once a week, so here we are. And if you're out in that area, or even if you want to take a ride with your partner or just a friend, it is a lovely place to go. If you like this video, do me a favor, give it a thumbs up, and make sure that you subscribe to our channel. And if you have a great restaurant, put it down below. We'd love to hear about it. We'd love to do a review, and we like to share. We also have a Facebook group as well. It's called Long Island Restaurant Review, so make sure you join us.
See you on the next video. Have a good day.